One of my absolute favorite home Bitcoin miners right now is the Canaan Avalon Mini 3. I think this is one of the best looking home miners out there. It's super quiet, it's not too pricey, and it works amazingly as a space heater in your house. And if you need to heat a space, why not earn some Bitcoin while you do it? And what is the Avalon Mini 3? Well, it combines Bitcoin mining at home with the added functionality of being a great space heater as well. Most Bitcoin miners look and sound like industrial equipment. The Mini 3 was designed with home use in mind. It will super easily blend into your space. I think it looks great. It's one of the most put together mining related products I've seen out there. But the idea here is simple. Instead of just paying for electricity to heat your space with, a regular space heater, you're using that same electricity to generate heat and mine Bitcoin, offsetting your heating costs. The Avalon Mini 3 is rated at 37.5 terahash, with a lot of people noting figures creeping over 40 terahash. And if you don't know what that means, no worries, I'll dig into the profitability in just a bit. It weighs about 18 pounds or a little over 8 kilograms and is designed to run basically anywhere you have a power outlet. At full tilt, it uses 800 watts, but in practice you might see it drawing anywhere from 770 to 820 or so watts while mining in super mode. Some tests though even noted that it pulled less power than advertised while still achieving a higher hash rate. So your mileage may vary. In mining mode, it has been tested at 19.57 watts per terahash efficiency, but what's interesting is eco mode, where efficiency can improve to 17.16 watts per terahash, consuming just over 500 watts in total, while still hashing at a decent 26 to 29 terahash. And this is very competitive for this class of product. As for noise, one user said it's comparable to a quiet fan heater. In night mode, the noise level drops further by reducing hash rate and power. You can connect it to Wi-Fi via the included dongle. Why is dongle such a funny word? Now, since it's supposed to be a heater, how well does it actually heat? Well, Canaan says that by using the super level heater mode, it can raise the temperature of a space about the size of a walk-in closet from 50 degrees to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, or from 15 to 21 degrees Celsius in about 10 minutes. This means it can also theoretically heat a small to mid-sized bedroom by the same amount in about 30 minutes. It has an emergency cut off in case it gets tipped or kicked over so that it prevents fire. You can set automatic start and stop times for the miner, which is great for scheduling heating and mining. It comes with a 360-day warranty with Canaan service centers in the USA and other global locations. So how does it work and what can you use it for? The Avalon Mini 3 is pretty user-friendly. You can use the Avalon Family app on your phone to control it. Setup is easy. You should use that app to link the Mini 3 to your Wi-Fi home network. And then you can either choose to join a mining pool or try your luck solo mining. The app also gives you several modes to choose from. The heater mode prioritizes heat output. You can set target temperatures and the device will adjust its hash rate to meet that heat level. It has a super mode for maximum heating and eco mode for reduced power consumption and heat output, making it quieter than full mining. Mining mode is where you get the most Bitcoin and often the most consistent heat, however. The night mode significantly drops the hash rate and power consumption and makes the fans even quieter. Now all that is great, but how much does this thing actually make? Well, right off the bat, one of the big selling points of the Avalon Mini 3 is that you can use it as a heater to offset that bill by earning Bitcoin. This is important because unless your electric rate is at 6 cents per kilowatt hour or less, then this machine isn't actually profitable right now. But I think that's not exactly a fair way to view these types of devices though. Let me explain. For me, my electricity rate is about 12 cents per kilowatt hour. So right now, this machine costs me about $69 a month to operate. Now, if I ran a space heater, I would be paying the same amount of money or more, and that would be the end of it. Instead, with this machine right now, I'm earning $33 a month in Bitcoin. So really, it only costs $36 a month to operate the heater that would normally cost nearly $70 a month. And this is even better if you have some solar or some other way to offset the cost by a lot. That being said, this machine is a bit more expensive than a space heater, so you have to consider the trade-offs and what your goals are. Like that $33 a month in Bitcoin could be worth $60 to $100 in the future. But what if you try your luck at solo lottery Bitcoin mining? Well, with solo or lottery mining, it means that you're trying to mine an entire Bitcoin block by yourself rather than contributing to a pool. And if you do get lucky, you get the entire 3.125 Bitcoin block reward, which is about $200,000 at today's prices. The chances of the Mini 3 hitting a Bitcoin block are about 1 in 192,000 per day. So not super likely, but also not impossible, and certainly way better than the actual lottery. There are also new pools popping up right now that are kind of solo mixed with pool mining. You pool with other people to mine, and if the entire pool hits a block, whoever is the person who actually solves that block, they earn 1 Bitcoin of that block reward, and the rest is distributed evenly according to their hash rate to the other people on the pool. So there are some interesting possibilities with a device like this. Or you could also solo mine Bitcoin Cash instead. Hitting a solo block of that is worth about $1,500. Your daily chance is 1 in 1,272, and hitting one of those blocks would immediately pay the miner off and is way more likely than a Bitcoin block. So who should buy this thing? Well, if you're interested in crypto mining and want a super easy to use device to learn on, well, this is a great contender, especially with how well made it is. It feels more like an Apple product than a Bitcoin mining product. And even more so if you need a space heater, then this is a total no-brainer. You get to play around with mining and heat your space. And if you do that, then how long it takes to pay itself off is totally irrelevant if you plan to use this as a heater long term. This is also for someone who wants an out-of-the-box solution. You can certainly DIY a BTC heater miner for less than the price of this. However, not everybody is so inclined, and some people just want to open a box and get going. Now, if you do want an Avalon Mini 3 for yourself, and it sounds like it's a good fit for your needs, where can you buy it? Well, I put a list of a few different places down below that I would trust with giving my own money to buy this machine. And one of them right now has a really great price, less than everybody else, but I don't know how much stock they actually have. But if I do have any discount codes, those will also be down below. But I also want to state that I'd be very careful about where you buy miners from. Like a miner like this buying from something like AliExpress. That could be a dangerous prospect because several people have already warned about scammers lurking around places like that, offering these at even cheaper prices. But now let's talk about the risks and potential downsides, because this thing is not perfect. No matter which miner we're talking about, profitability is not guaranteed. It all depends on what Bitcoin's price does and if the network difficulty stays the same, which it won't. While mining with even something like this over the long term can lead to pretty massive gains, in the short term it also means that your mining revenue can change rapidly. That said, I do think Bitcoin's price can easily reach $200,000 or more in the future, just might be not this year, in which case all the BTC you mined with something like the Avalon Mini 3 will become way more profitable. Plus, you could try your hand at solo mining and just never get lucky. And I hope you do get lucky, which means you could end up earning a big fat zero for your efforts. If you prefer a small steady income, then joining a mining pool is your best bet, but for many, it won't be profitable right now. But again, that might not matter to you if you're using this as a heater primarily. Because the Avalon Mini 3 is best viewed as a way of offsetting heating costs, not a get-rich-quick scheme. Unless, of course, you have free electricity, well then, more power to you. I'm not jealous at all. I am. When it does come to heating, I have seen 1 or 2 people that noted that the heater mode was a bit unreliable and the unit wouldn't consistently turn on to reach the set temperature. They found that the mining mode was much more effective for consistent heat production, which is probably the mode you want to be in anyway. If you do have any issues, this unit does come with a 360-degree warranty from Canaan, which I do think is better than a 30-day warranty, but I wish it was a little longer. Overall though, I think this is one of the best looking BTC home miners out there. And definitely one of my favorites because of just how quiet it is and easy it is to use. But ultimately, the Avalon Mini 3 isn't for everyone. But if you're looking for a quiet way to add warmth to your home while offsetting the cost by mining Bitcoin, then it might be the perfect fit for you. But Bitcoin mining can be tough to find those big profits. And that's where mining something like Dogecoin might offer bigger rewards. So watch this video here where I cover some home Dogecoin miners that I think are super cool and worth a look. Goodbye.